Hello everyone, it's Baron here. Obviously, well, you might know about this because you keep track of what's going on with Deep Rock, and you might know it's because you listen to our podcast. We just got some news, some Deep Rock news. I don't know how I would categorise it, whether it's good or bad news. I don't really know. Actually, no, it is good news, but it might have some not so great implications for certain things. So, the bulk of this is Oktoberfest, which was an event that Deep Rock had like 4 years ago, I think. And you got this like Robin Hood-esque hat, which I assume, well, it's associated with Oktoberfest. It probably wasn't actually to do with Robin Hood. But in Oktoberfest, it's a German thing, I believe. It's sausage, beer, pretzels. And I won't read this like word for word, but there's a little mention here of season 3. Obviously need to mention it, and it's coming along. It's on track for Q4 release. As in fourth quarter of this year, it will come out. Which Tyler rightly pointed out. All that really means is that they can guarantee that it will come out this year. Obviously, we want it a bit earlier than the end of the year. I'd say we should expect season 3 November latest. It could still come out in October, but I think November is more likely and more definitive, because it's not going to be December either, because that's just too long, and they know that. But at the same time, I am slightly suspicious that they're bringing back an in-game event that's been absent for 4 years, when it's taken them a while to get a big update on the way. I'm slightly suspicious, but the fact that they were clearly able to put a lot of work into Oktoberfest this year is also a good sign. Oktoberfest is returning. On September 15th, it's going to be running for 3 weeks. So 2 weeks. It's going to be running for 2 weeks, September 15th to October 3rd. Beer-filled celebration on the Space Rig. Obviously, there'll be an assignment with hats. But it also says there'll be a few new surprises. Now, we mentioned that as a wildcard addition, that we might be seeing new beers in Season 3. I think we might be getting new beers in Oktoberfest. So in 2 weeks, which would be awesome. No matter what they are, just new beers it's just really cool. It's new content. We should be grateful for it, and that's what Oktoberfest will be. It looks like they've really dazzled up the Space Rig, very autumnal. You've got pumpkins and flowers, barrels, sausages and pretzels. It looks great. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's always good to have an incentive to play. I know Tyler needs that. And I'm really excited to see whatever this new feature is. Well, it might not be a new feature. A new beer wouldn't be a new feature, but it would be new beer still. And that'd be great. And of course, Halloween is also mentioned here. To me, the lack of specific information on Season 3, but the mention of Halloween, tells me that they're probably not expecting to get Season 3 out before Halloween, which is why I'm thinking it's probably going to be in October. That's what I think is most likely. But it will leave... it's probably going to be November, I should say. But at the same time, Oktoberfest ending on October 3rd and Halloween starting on October 31st will leave most of the month blank. So as long as they're able to deliver consistent teasers, we should be alright. Speaking of which, it won't be long until we start sharing more about what to expect. And that's a promise. So I think next week we are going to start getting some early teasers for Season 3, which should be exciting. And of course we'll cover those. You won't be left in the dark. And FSR 2.0 support. This is just technical stuff. I think it's about graphics and graphical fidelity and frame rates. I'm not too concerned about that. I get a consistent 60 FPS. I think that's what people should be satisfied with. If you're struggling to get more than that, then stop trying to get more than that. It's my position. But any technical improvements is always always welcome. But Oktoberfest, it's in 2 weeks' time. I think it's going to be exciting. It might not be that exciting, but it's going to be nice. And it should help tide us over. Give us something to do. So will Halloween before Season 3. So just one last thing on Season 3 and Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest, they say they might have gotten a little bit overboard, which is a good thing. If one of these sort of fun holiday events can feel a little bit more like something, that's always a good thing. I do want them to feel like a little bit more of something. And then for Season 3, before anyone asks, no, it's not more robots, which, It is a good thing, but the fact that they are trying so hard to tell people this, there's something bitter about it, you know, where it's like they know that people are kind of sick of the robots, and it's a bit annoying that we did kind of get sick of the robots. It's a shame that kind of happened, but they should have expected that, you know, doing the same thing 2 seasons in a row and having it be so long in between seasons. And so, you know, we know it's not robots, you know. There's no, you know, dancing around that. It's no more robot. Anyway, that's all from me. I just wanted to get this quick little news report out the way. You know, get us those views, you know. And also, it was really at the end of the podcast that we covered this, so I thought covering it in a more dedicated fashion would be appropriate. So, hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you tomorrow.